Hey fellow farmers, this is Bunto, and today I'm going to be doing a monster spotlight on Camilla the Water Valkyrie. Now before I start, I actually want to tell you guys a little story about how I pulled her. It's actually quite funny. So I got her a couple of weeks ago when she was in the Stones rotation, and actually before I pulled her, I had exactly 99 Treadsmorg stones, and I was thinking I was actually farming quite a bit too, trying to get that one last one so I can transmorg my Annabelle. And then the update came, and we got the new Beach Babe transmorgs. And I was looking, I'm like, wow. I was thinking, man, the Valkyries looks really good. And I was thinking maybe I should transmorg my Katarina instead. But I didn't really use her too often, so I was like, you know what? If only I had a Camilla. And she was in rotation. And it was Sunday night while I was in the toilet. Okay, I was on the toilet, and I only had at that time 200 summoning stones from the guild war. So I was just summoning, and on the last summon I got Camilla, and I was literally shitting myself at that time. Like, I was sitting on the toilet shitting and I was so happy I pulled a Camilla. And yeah, and then after I was like, okay, so everything worked out. I almost transmorged my Annabelle, but instead I pulled a Camilla when I wanted to, and then I transmorged her instead, and now I have the Camilla, which was I guess stroke of luck and good timing, else I would have had my Camilla and no transmorg stones. But it worked out. Okay, so anyways, enough of that story. So let's get to the spotlight here. So first off, so this is her stats here. I'm gonna get back to that more in the second part. So I'm going to talk about her skills first. So I have this little thing at the bottom there to keep myself on track so I don't go off topic and talk about other things. Okay, so anyways, her first skill is Sword of Promise. Attacks with a sword. Seal of Water is automatically activated if the enemy dies. Once fully upgraded, this will do additional 30% more damage. Yeah, nothing much to say here, but she just attacks, and if the enemy dies, she attacks with her second skill, which is Seal of Water. Attacks an enemy dealing damage proportionate to the enemy's max HP and decreases its attack speed for 2 turns. So once fully skilled, she'll do additional 25% damage, and the cooldown is reduced from 4 to 3 turns. I've just need one more Devimon, so I'll get that tomorrow on Monday. So anyways, yeah, so this skill is it's pretty strong, especially if you're using it on HP monsters. It just does a lot more damage. Okay, so and it also is really good because it activates from this skill if she kills somebody. So it's really nice. Okay, and of course, what makes Camilla so good is her passive. First Aid reduces the incoming critical damage by half and removes the weakness effects on the character. Additionally, it recovers 10% HP each turn. Okay, so this what makes her really tanky. So if a monster is hitting you and they crit you, the damage is actually halved. So like, let's say if like a Theomars or something, right? He hits you for supposedly 20,000 crit, he'll only do 10. So that's a huge chunk. That's a lot of damage. Okay, so it's pretty good. And also not only that, but it also removes all debuffs that you have. So like if there's defense break on you, there's there's dots, just whatever, it'll remove all of it. Well, except of course Oblivion, because Oblivion will cancel out your passive. But yeah, so it's really good. So let's say like if someone crits you and it's supposed to lance like a defense break on you, but they crit, that will just get removed, and it's really nice. And of course, the other part of her skill, she recovers 10% HP every turn. Well, every one of her turn. So if she goes and she violent procs, that's like a 20% heal there. So it's really nice to build her with like a lot of HP. But anyways, we'll get to the builds later in part 4. Okay, so last but not least, her leader skill, which is also very good. It increases the crit rate of ally monsters in arena by 33%. So you can see here with this, she's pretty much built for arena. She's really good on arena defense, especially. She could also be good in guild wars. She's not as good just because her leader skill doesn't work there, but she's also pretty good. Okay, so let's go moving on to the my stats. Okay, so here are her stats. She has about 20, almost, she's just 5 HP shy of 29k, right? But she has pretty much 29,000 HP, 1900 attack. Again, just shy by like 6, I think this time. Jeez. Anyways, 1900 attack, 800 defense, 153 speed, 76 crit rate, 173 crit damage. Resistance doesn't really matter at all, actually, because of her passive that removes it, so it's nice. And 0 accuracy. She doesn't really need the accuracy. I mean, sure, the seal of was it seal of magic or something? Seal of water. Sorry, seal of water does slow, but it's not necessary. And you know, even with 0 accuracy, I find that it does slow sometimes, which is cool, but it's just a bonus if it does. Okay, so moving on. So awaken stats. So when you awaken her, you get an additional 15 crit rate increase. So it's really nice. It's actually very, very easy to build her as a damage dealer with this awaken bonus of the 15 crit, and also because too of her leader skill, right? So pretty much all you need to do is just get to like 67 crit rate, and if you're using it as crit leader, you'll have 100% crit. And it's really nice in arena too, because 33 is a lot. So if you have it for like your other monsters, they don't have to concentrate too much on crit rate. They can just concentrate on, you know, crit damage or more attack, and they'll just do more damage. So it's really nice. She's a really nice all-around good monster to have. Okay, so moving on. After awakening, I'm supposed to talk about runes. So the most optimal runes, I believe, on her would be Violent Nemesis. Well, not just me, but like pretty much everybody pretty much says this. Right now she's on Broken is because I don't really have that great of a Nemesis runes, so she's on Violent Broken. So if you watch my Guild War videos, you already seen her stats and you know what runes she has, but I'm assuming that you didn't, so I'm just going to show you what she has. Okay, so she is on Violent Broken. She is, yeah, so attack, crit damage, attack. Okay, so I'm just going to show it slowly. Feel free to pause and check out her runes. Okay, so as you can see, I prioritize HP, attack, crit rate, and crit damage. Crit rate, not so much, but just more on the crit damage, and oh yeah, and also some speed too. Like, so you can see here, she these are her stats again. So she has 52 speed, all from subs. Like, you don't really need to put a speed rune there, because I feel like she gets more out of HP, and yeah, HP like is really, really good on her. But I really wanted to put some damage on her too. Like most people, I think crit Milla, like if you were to build her as a crit Milla, which I have here, I believe, but it's more like of a hybrid, because I didn't go YOLO on attack. So like if you were to go YOLO on attack, actually just leave it up. So if you were to go YOLO on attack, she wouldn't be what do you call it? Like, you wouldn't be putting her passive to good use, right? So like she'll just be like a pretty much a little bit tankier version of a Theomars, and that wouldn't be too great, I would think. So a crit Milla, you know, is okay. But tank Milla is actually very good. Like I was debating whether or not to build a crit Milla or a tank Milla, and I think tank Milla would be very, very good. Like if you have like something like 40,000 HP, you know, like if you put that in a stall team for rush hour, it'll do pretty well. But you know, I wanted to utilize my Camilla in other areas too. So I kind of built her kind of hybrid. So that's why she has the HP. Oops, here is it. Here, the HP rune in here. So to give her, you know, a little bit more tankiness, but also at the same time, I try to make it so that she has, you know, a decent amount of attack. So yeah, with these stats, she dishes out quite a bit, and she can take quite a bit of hits too. So hopefully, you know, this does throw off a lot of people during rush hour and whatnot. And if you're watching this and if you find me in arena, just don't attack me, please. Well, during rush hour, don't attack me. Any other time is okay. I mean, you could attack me, but you know, it might not be too fun for you. Okay, so anyway, so her uses. Yeah, I was just saying that. like if you were to build her tank Mila, she's really good on a stall team for Rush Hour, paired with like Arena or something like that. But yeah, if you want to build her crit Mila, I wouldn't suggest it. Well, you could, but like you should have at least a minimum of like 20,000 HP if you want to build her as like a crit Mila, because you need that tankiness there, right? But I think again, hybrid is probably the best build where you have like over 25,000 HP and a good amount of crit rate and crit damage and attack. I'm trying my best to really get to the 30k mark for the HP, but it's proving to be very difficult to find the runes. Especially, I can't for the life of me get good Nemesis runes. So I have these are placeholders for now. I mean, they're really good runes in their own right, but they're not Nemesis, unfortunately. All right. So yeah. So let's test her out actually. So first, I'm just gonna test her out in Feymon. Okay, so you know, as a farmer, I mean, she's really good. If you're lacking a farmer for Feymon Hell, yeah, totally use her. Just build her. Like if you're in the early game and you got her, you know, in the early game, you know, grats to you because she's gonna make your life a lot easier. Just build her crit Mila. Like in the early game, crit Mila is the way to go. You're not really gonna need all that tankiness too much until later on. So like, you know, if you just got her, you're before level 40 or you just got to level 40, just build a crit Mila. She's really fun. Okay, so you can see here, yeah, she's pretty strong. So like this is no buff or no defense break or something, and she's dishing out, you know, a lot of damage. She's not the best Feymon Hell farmer, but you know, she does pretty good. And again, she's not you know, you don't really want to build her for Feymon farming like later on, like I'm talking about like later in the game. Okay, so let's use her in Arena here. So currently I'm C2. So this is like C2 Arena. Okay, just so you know the level. Let's see here. So I want to be able to utilize her skills. I don't want to fight a Chloe. This guy's pretty much like a better version of Chloe Pontos. So, okay, this is good. Yeah, good enough. Okay, so I'm gonna fight this team and then be able to show off her damage that she can do. She's quite good. Oh yeah, there's a Bernard here. Of course, he's gonna go faster. Okay, I'm gonna go. What's this? Harmless prank with my Orion. Get some attack. Okay. Defense break anybody? Okay, perfect. So yeah, got a defense break on the Vermos. So I'm going to use the Seal of Water because this will probably do with... Actually, you know what? I'll just do this first. So with the attack break and attack buff, this should do... Actually, I'm not quite sure. Let's pause. Yeah, 16,000 damage. Not bad. So that means... Oh, if I use Seal of Water, I could have been able to kill him. Ah, damn it. That's fine. Okay, back to full speed. Okay, I don't think my Chassin's gonna be able to move, so my Orion's pretty much dead. Yep, bye Orion. Hopefully my Camilla can go before his Vermos. Looks like she won't be able to, unfortunately. That sucks. Oh, that's not... I thought that was Camilla going for a second. Okay, so unfortunately weren't able to show off the second skill there. You know what, maybe I'll go back and show it somewhere else again. I think I can still win this though. Can I? Oh. Yeah, no, he's dead. I didn't really thought this through. I was picking a team just to show off her skills rather than to win. So yeah, this didn't work out too well here. Okay, so we're just gonna go ahead and quit and save some time. But yeah, but I do really want to show off her damage. So let's go back to Feymon. Okay, and then I'm gonna bring my, actually I could bring my galleon here. Actually, you know what, instead of going there, I'll go to the last stage here, just so that you get a better idea of how the damage works with the defense, because these monsters here have a higher defense, so it sort of simulates how arena monsters would take damage. Okay, and then I'm gonna put, let's see here, put my own Theomars, and I think that should be good. You know what, and then I'll put in also my Bernard too, just to make sure I get the first turn. Okay, and that should be good. Okay, so I'm going to show off her first skill and her second skill, just so you can see what type of damage she can do. Oops, it's on, okay, it was on auto. Okay, so just going to time to loot. Hopefully we get everybody, or at least 2 of them. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, okay. Okay, so skill 1. So this is how much damage she'll do on, okay, so she did about, okay, so you saw there. So with armor break and attack buff, she did about 19,000 for the first skill, and then she killed him. She killed the monster, and then she procced. She did the second skill because she killed the first monster, and it did about 23,000 damage, which is pretty good. And she procced Violet too, so it's really nice. So with Camilla, it's, you know, she's a really good monster to have, a really good all-around monster, and she's just really fun to use. Like, if you're severely lacking a good defense monster, totally build her like a hybrid crit Milla, tank Milla type of build. But you know, but if you're wanting to go for like a higher rank, like during rush hour, like I'm talking about like C3 or Guardian, totally build her tank Milla, like a 40k or 50k HP Camilla. Pair it off with like a arena with like 100% resist and like a ton of HP as well. No one's really gonna want to attack you. If I see that, I wouldn't attack you. Okay, so pretty much, yeah. If you have her, she'll really help you with your rankings in terms of people attacking you during rush hour. Because before I got her, I didn't really have a good arena defense because all my monsters was squishy and not really scary looking. But once I got Camilla, like I was getting attacked on average like close to 300 times a week, 300 times. But now that I got her, it's cut into half, like only like 150 or something like that, like not too much. Okay, yeah, so I'm gonna end the video there. So if you found this useful and you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe, leave a comment, watch my other videos, and until next time, happy farming.